Hi, fifth graders. I hope you're all doing well. I miss you all very much. For today's lesson, I'd like to really focus on scales, dynamics, medieval kings, and Sahara crossing. So let's start off with some scales. How about just a regular D major scale to start? Ready and go now. And again, nice big tone. Ready and go now. One way to play softer is to take your bow and move it a little bit closer to the fingerboard. It sounds a little softer and more fluty, more woody as well. So let's play a D major scale. Let's still have good tone quality and still using a lot of bow, but we're going to be closer to the fingerboard like that on purpose so that we get a softer sound. Here we go, D major scale with a soft sound. Ready and go now. So that's by the fingerboard. We're very light and our bow is kind of fast. We could also go the other direction, go closer to the bridge. But we have to use a slow bow and a pretty heavy bow. So let your arm be extra heavy and let it just sink down into this string. Keep your elbow up. Let the weight sink into the strings. So D scale again, bridge, slow, and heavy. Bridge, slow, heavy. Ready and go now. It's very possible that a lot of you will get squeaks right there, so mess with those three parameters. Maybe you're way too close to the bridge, go a little further. Maybe you're too heavy, back off a little bit. Or maybe you're too fast and you need to slow your bow down. Here we go again. Bridge, slow, fast. Sorry, bridge, slow, heavy. Bridge, slow, heavy. Ready and go now. If you need to make a bow last for a long time, you can bring it to the bridge, and then you can make your one note last for like 10 seconds if you try hard enough. I don't think that was quite 10 seconds, but that's another exercise that you could try. Let's go back to our fingerboard sound and let's play a G scale. So light fingerboard fast. Light fingerboard fast. With our right hand. Ready and G scale go. Light bow. Fast bow. By the fingerboard. Don't push. Keep it going pretty fast. Use your whole bow. And now let's do a bridge, slow, heavy G scale. Ready and go now. Next, let's do a bridge slow heavy with a C scale. Let's do the C scale that starts on our G string. Bridge slow heavy, C scale. Ready and go now. It sounds very strong, but also sounds rather kind of nasally. So over here, it still sounds fine, but it's a little nasally sounding. While all the way out here, it's kind of very, very like throaty kind of a sound. So those are different kinds of tones that we can get whenever we need them. We can pull them out of our bag of tricks. Let's do a C scale with the fingerboard, light, fast. C scale, fingerboard, light, and then fast. Ready and go now. So I hope you have those two different feelings memorized and that you're starting to get them to actually sound good on your instruments, because it takes a little bit of experimenting to get those to sound correct. It's different from our usual medium placement, pretty fast bow, and medium weight. It's kind of the extremes, but you can still make it sound good using those extremes. It's just difficult. Keep practicing. All right, please turn to Medieval Kings, please. While you turn to Medieval Kings, this has lots of opportunities for using these techniques. For example, in the very beginning of this piece, it's piano. We can be by the fingerboard to get that soft sound. And then in measure 3, we can move our bow back towards the bridge so that we can be loud for... Notice I'm not using very much bow, but I'm still being very, very loud. That's what happens when you're right by the bridge like that. Let's give this a run through from the beginning. I'll play the first violin part, and then I will shout out measure numbers as we go. Exaggerate these louds and those softs. And when we have the crescendos and decrescendos, your bow can scoot. Crescendo, decrescendo. Getting stronger, getting softer. Okay, let's throw on a metronome. Not that fast. Da, da, a little faster. Ba, 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 dee, a little slower. Da, 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 da. Let's go 70. That should be fine. Da, 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 dum, dum. Okay. 1 second. Okay, beginning of Medieval Kings. 1, 2, 1 and 2, and ready and soft, go. 2, 13, go now. Soft. Bridge. Fingerboard. Move to the bridge. Back to the fingerboard. Still fingerboard. Then start to move to the bridge. Stronger. So I hope you were able to notice how I moved my bow from the fingerboard into the bridge to get those different kinds of sounds that I think this piece really, really demands. Because if we just play the same the entire time, it gets really, really boring. And if we play with great tone and great dynamics, it really brings in the listener's ear. Like all of the great speakers, they don't speak the exact same way the entire time, where it's really, really boring, and then you stop listening halfway through, and then you fall asleep, and then nobody cares about what he said. But if you speak with the softs and with the louds, and you change your inflection, people will actually listen. Let's do that one more time, but I'll join the second violins. And I believe the second violins and the violas have a very, very similar part. I think that they are the exact same. I love for a viola player to let me know if they are not the exact same, if you're playing along. That'd be really cool if you could notice that. Okay, Medieval Kings, this time I'll play with the second violins. Here we go. Same deal though, try to exaggerate your softs and your louds. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready and go soft. Strong. Strong. Soft. $13. Still soft. Strong. Soft. Move to the bridge. Move back to the fingerboard. about that. I played one wrong note, the very last note. It should have been a B for the seconds and violas, and I played a C. Okay, sorry about that. So cool, I hope we're able to see those differences and hear those differences in my playing and in your playing as we use the bridge, slow, heavy, for a strong sound, and then the fingerboard, light, fast, for a soft sound. So keep working with those extremes. Let's move over to Sahara Crossing, please. Sahara Crossing. There it is. I believe the last time I did this, I worked with the violins a lot. So I'm going to switch over to cello so I can help the cellos and basses. I hope all of your packets and e-learning stuff is going okay for you. I hope you're getting all of my messages. Let me know if there's any way that I can get these to you in any better way. If your instrument is out of tune, there are lots of free apps that have tuners on them. Please don't use these. If you have to use these, you'll have to send me a message and I might have to walk you through how to use those. But if you have not used the pegs before, please do not. Don't even touch these. I also have a video called Tuning Sequence that can help you use your fine tuners to get it in tune. Okay, Sahara Crossing. I will play with the cellos this time. We worked through a lot of the tougher spots in this one already. I think we can just give this one a run through. It's a long one though, so please try to keep track of where we are, and I'll try to shout out the... Oh, I lost it. Come back. I'll be shouting out the measure numbers as we approach the bigger numbers. Dum, 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 dum. Is this a good... Let's go slightly faster. So this is 80 beats per minute. You are welcome to speed this up and slow this down on YouTube if this is too fast for you, or if you want to challenge yourself to play it too fast, but don't always practice it too fast. We're not going to go too much faster than this at the concert. Okay, here we go. Here's the beginning. Remember, violas and violins, that you have to wait for 2 measures because the basses and the cellos start this one. Beginning of Sahara Crossing. 1, 2, ready, and go, and. Go now. Measure 11. Measure 27. Five. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 52. 58. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 27, go. Dakota is coming up, watch out. And 1, 2, Coda, go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So I hope you're able to play along with me all the way through that as kind of like a backing track thing. If not, that's okay. Go ahead and practice with your part, because we also have YouTube videos of your specific part up for Sahara Crossing. And then you should come back and try to play that with the backing track of the cello as well. And same for the cello players. If you were able to do it, if you weren't able to do it with the violins, you should practice until you can. If you can do that, then you're basically ready for the concert. All right, everybody. I hope all that made sense. We talked about a lot of stuff today. I hope you remember, if you take away anything from this video, I hope you remember bridge, slow, heavy, bridge, slow, heavy, fingerboard, light, fast. Bridge, slow, heavy, fingerboard, light, fast. Okay, thank you all very much. Send me any questions you might have through Remind, email, or Google Classroom. Have a great day. Bye-bye.